We're back to making fun of the Cleveland Browns as we're on Shedeur Sanders' watch, as we're on Stefanski getting fired watch, and we got a loser leave town bowl game coming up with the Browns and Dolphins. The losers losing their coach, maybe both teams, because somebody's getting fired. And then last night, the Browns even lost on their day off.
33-31 victory over the Steelers.
Which is more proof that they're messing up at the quarterback position from what we've seen all offseason long.
That's the third pick.
Coach, it's time. Put Sanders in.
I ain't putting him in. I don't care if we lose every game. Put Sanders in!
And from what we saw from Joe Flacco is that he's proven us right that the Browns are a mess, a hot wreck.
I was like, what is he saying? We have these formations that end in F, and I was not getting it. That one, I read off my wristband. It was correct.
And everybody needs fired from this team. From Barry to Stefanski, everybody needs fired and let go. Everybody needs to get rid of.
How could you do that, Andrew? How could you do it? Why on earth did you feel the need to trade this guy to a division opponent for a fifth-round draft pick? Fireable offense. That is a fireable offense. I want to know how much longer the owner's going to watch this crap, because the fans have had it. We deserve better. You're worried more about your stadium than you are your football team. That's the perception, Jimmy. And you allow these people to do this. You have the worst offense in the league. Your GM screwed this quarterback thing up like I've never seen in my life. I've never seen anything like it. Kids that play Madden could have done a better job. Truly. That's not hyperbole. It's a joke. It's a joke. This franchise has become a joke.
This franchise is going to mess up another young quarterback. They got 2 first-round picks in the chamber. They're looking at a new quarterback. They're not trying to surprise us with that. They're going to Ohio State, Texas. They're not looking at the rookies appropriately. They're going to mess up another young quarterback.
I'm hoping to scare you here. This is what I'm trying to do. They decided, hey, we're going to take Dillon Gabriel, we're going to take Shedeur Sanders, we'll try to get a couple of lottery tickets, right? I'd love to hear some of the national people that we have on through the week defend all this after last night. They took 2 guys, and they're just going to throw them out there. What gives you any confidence? Because they're going to take a quarterback this year, guys. And there's like 5 of them. One of them's bound to be good. I know everybody's afraid of them, and we're saying this class isn't what we thought it was going to be. One of them's bound to be good. What confidence do you have that they're going to take the right guy and then put him in the right situation?
I'm holding up a 0.
It's right there.
I'm holding up
it's
a
right
0
there,
right
guys.
now for the
it's
cameras.
Right there.
It's down to 0. I never thought I'd say that. I honestly never thought I would say that for Kevin.
This isn't Brown's prison anymore. This is a trial. And everything was ever offered into evidence yesterday, and it's all admissible.
Fire Stefanski. Fire Barry. This is done. This is done.
Since the Browns moved on from Deshaun Watson, they have screwed this quarterback thing up worse than I could ever imagine. Ever. I've never seen anything more stupid in my life than Andrew Berry handling the quarterback situation. He should get fired for that alone. You reached on a kid in the 3rd round, then you took a guy in the 5th round that you didn't even know what you were doing. He's the best quarterback you have, and you haven't played him yet. You signed Joe Flacco, and you traded him to a division rival who looks like they go to the playoffs. All Joe Flacco has done since going to Cincinnati is throw for 561 yards in 2 games, 5 touchdowns, and no interceptions.
They have been rebuilding my entire lifetime here, and especially the last 6 years, Barry & Company has been rebuilding when it's supposed to be 3 years. It is time to change.
The organization would, for once, be honest and not talk about, okay, 3-year rebuild. We're in the 6th year of this 3-year rebuild right now for the Cleveland Browns once again, and we're nowhere close to where we need to be. Show us a plan. Show us steps towards that plan.
Right.
And then prove it.
Well,
and
Chris,
they haven't done any of that stuff.
Let me play this for you again. Shedeur Sanders has been cooking in practice. He has been elite with accuracy, pushing the ball downfield with the practice team, with the practice squad, pushing it out there, showing that arm, showing that accuracy, while Dillon Gabriel is throwing hospital balls, throwing ducks, messing up plays, 52 pass attempts, can't throw for 250 yards against the same defense. Flacco just wrecked. I get it, different players, but still.
Well, we don't get to watch very much of practice anymore, but in the short little brief period that I do get to watch him throw, he is throwing to the practice squad guys and the backup receivers in the early part of practice. We can see it, and his elite accuracy is always on display. And not only is it just accuracy, it's the fact that he has the kind of arm talent where he can vary the ball speed, he can throw it from different arm angles, he can do a lot of things to make it a catchable ball. And I think that goes a long way. If you talk to receivers, that's what they want. They want to be able to catch the football. And that really wasn't happening this season with Joe Flacco. There were so many drops. So I think that's going to be something that they can really capitalize on when Shedeur gets in there. The fact that he'll take something off of it. You know, sometimes he's accused of not having the strongest arm in the world. Part of that is because he will definitely lob it and, you know, throw a softer pass if that's what's needed in certain situations. And he'll do whatever it takes to get it there. And that 74% accuracy, which was an FBS high, that's legit. That's not because he's, you know, not throwing it away or he's not wanting to throw the Hail Mary or whatever the case may be. That is a legit statistic from what
Stefanski's getting fired soon, and maybe even before this Dolphins game. Really, that's how it should be. That's how it should be. But if he loses, he's done. He's done. Everybody's calling for it. Everybody wants it.
Where are things with Stefanski? And is there a world where Monday we're in code red?
My feeling is, like, just a loss will convince the owner that if he isn't already, that a complete overhaul has to happen. But it doesn't mean he'll press the button Monday morning.
But guys, let's be real here. Jimmy is not the solution to the problem. Jimmy is the problem.
He's the only one that can take action. Even though he's complicit in the Flacco trade, he's complicit in everything to do with the quarterbacks. They don't just do things and then 3 days later call Jimmy and say, by the way, you know, we traded Flacco. He's consulted, and he should be, but he signed off on it. So he can't, you know, hold this against Andrew Berry. Yet he's got to, you know, do an about face and take some action and hold someone accountable. He can't fire himself.
The question now is, do you want Shedeur playing for this wrecked team? Like, selfishly, I do. I want to see it. I want him out there. I think it's great for Browns fans to have him out there. I think it's going to be electric. I think it's going to be awesome. I think it's at least going to be fun going into that week. At least you're going to have something to look forward to. There's nothing here. There's nothing here to look forward to.
I want to barf. It just makes me ill. How many times are we going to downgrade at quarterback? And it's no offense to Gabriel. Look, he's had 2 starts. I want him to be amazing. I want Sanders to be amazing. I'm not going to judge these 2 kids, man. They were playing college football. Maybe they're not kids, but they were playing college football less than a year ago. Am I going to really be super mad at them? No. I'm befuddled because we go down this road constantly. We went from, you know, Baker Mayfield, who now all I do is turn on the TV all the time and hear him talk about being the MVP.
Buckle in. You're going to see it again on Monday.
The great ego problem between both sides. What was going on here and what was going on through Baker's mind. We did that for Deshaun Watson and got nothing. We got nothing but pain and heartache for that. Now, you start the season with Joe Flacco. You have no veteran quarterback here. You don't. You have no leader quarterback out here that can go out there and maybe give you a little confidence that you can even go down the field to kick a field goal. I mean, I don't even have that kind of confidence right now. And then what are we doing last week? We're throwing the ball 52 times. What's the point?
6 if you count the sacks.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. They should just be called the Cleveland Dramas, and I'm good with it.
But is this going to wreck him? Like, he even said it. If you're not going to change the culture, don't get me. Don't draft me.
The plan, if that's not what you're trying to do, don't get me. If you ain't trying to change the franchise or the culture, don't get me. So you should know history repeats itself over and over and over. And I've done it over and over and over. So it should be no question why an NFL franchise should pick me.
This team needs to just rip it apart, set it on fire, and just, even the random strays, just make sure they're done. Just make sure they're done. And just build it back up somehow, some way. They ain't going to do it. They're going to figure out how to mess it up. They're going to figure out how to mess it up again. Shedeur Sanders, though, like we've been saying, rookie camp, OTAs, minicamp, training camp, completed 70%, 80% of his passes. One bad preseason game, but one good preseason game. Now he's still in practices, just lighting it up, looking good with the practice squad guys.
Really, I feel like the Browns fans, they just want something to hope for, and they've been wanting it so long. So finally, I'm here to change that. I'm here to, actually give what they want.
Looking good with what you can see, pushing it downfield. We're seeing the quarterbacks being a wreck. And it's not just the players. It's the system. It's the coaches, what we're seeing. Like, what if Deshaun Watson was just wrecked by this? What if it's more than that?
Kevin Stefanski full of shit.
That is what's being called out by the media and people on social media right now. What if Deshaun Watson's actually more and it's just this franchise wrecking him? What if? And that's a huge what if right there. That's a huge one. So if that's holding true, then Shedeur Sanders could be good if it gives you some bad play due to that. And also, you could also make the case, Dillon Gabriel, better than what he is right now. It's all out there. We've seen it on tape. We've seen it with the coaching staff. It is all out there. Things are getting wrecked by this coaching staff right now. We need to let them go. They need to get fired. They need some change. I do want to see Shedeur out there. I just want to throw that out there just so you know that, hey, this isn't optimal. This is not normal. This is a wrecked franchise, a wrecked leadership team, and they need improvement now. They need it in the worst way. Let me know what you think, though, in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.